Once upon a time, back in the ancient times of 2010, there was a website known as the MSPA forums. Within these hollowed walls were such intellectual topics such as My Little Spur Pony and fuck toasters. It looked as if any and all topics were deemed appropriate to discuss, all except for an obvious few. Amongst the anarchic society that is MSPA forums is a set of rules, some perfectly normal, while others are a bit more out there. One such rule was the ban of pregnant depictions of the Homestuck characters. The rule was so bodacious that one man made a protest. A rock opera that fully embraces the ironic humor of underage idiots being pregnant with their best friend. And that man was Toby Fox. September 20th, 2010. The day John and Carcat had their first and last conversation was the day the new rule of anti-pregnancy became legal. This rule, along with several reports of people getting banned for shipping Dave Rose, is what broke the metaphorical camel's back for Toby. And before you ask, yes, I do mean that Toby Fox.
Sorry.
Anyway, and possibly an irony-driven crusade, Toby, along with a few other MSPA posters, banded together to create The Baby Is You, a rock opera about Dave getting pregnant with his best friend John. There's also Carcat and sibling makeouts and Robo-Bro, and there's a lot to unpack, okay? Some fellas made a pretty good animation of the album, so go give it a watch. On October the 14th, 2010, a few days after Teresi had to break the news that Prospect was destroyed, Toby posted the magnum opus onto the MSPA forums at 12:56 a.m. The post was greeted with arousal, confusion, and hilarity. The album was promptly removed 4 hours after getting posted and even landed Toby in gay baby jail. However, despite being a gay baby, Toby was still able to post on the forums and contribute to the webcomic, forever acknowledged as the man who created the opera that must not be named. What, you thought that was it? You thought that was the end of the story? No. You see, after Toby Fox went on to make a small little video game about meme skeletons, he got big. So big that even Nintendo took notice. Due to defeating Sakurai in 1v1 combat in Smash Bros., Nintendo allowed Toby to make a song for their upcoming Pokémon game, Sword and Shield. This song, known as Battle Tower, is the absolute endgame of shitposting, the pinnacle of irony. Why? Because Battle Tower has an ever so subtle cue taken from The Baby Is You. Don't believe me? Listen to it. Okay, it's probably bullshit, but damn it, I'm a believer. And that, my friends, is the true story of The Baby Is You. I wish I had more to share with you guys, but alas, the MSPA forums got shut down a few years ago, and the Wayback Machine could only do so much. Thankfully, someone made a very good archive at the forums, which is well worth an afternoon reading. There's also the aforementioned Baby Is You animation, as well as the fan-made sequel The Baby Is 2, with its own animation, which will all be located down in the description. And one more thing. There was apparently a sort of sequel to The Baby Is You called Tavros.mp3, with Latula being a South Park spoof, Tavros being an angry grandpa, and Carcat really being into FIFA. Toby, if you happen to be watching this video, please, I need Tavros.mp3. I need it. Please and thank you. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys post-pregnancy scratch. Toodles.